guys, how are you? Welcome back once again to La Moda de Lala. I am very grateful to have you back, being able to just catch up with you and see what are you doing. I am very aware that at the moment we are going through a very difficult stage in our lives, and that goes for every single human being in the world. I am not gonna enter into details. I don't think that I am the best person to talk about the situation, but I do hope that you are taking care of yourselves, that you are taking the measures that every single country put out there for your safety and other safety. And I am pretty sure that we are gonna get out of this knowing a little bit more about our bodies, about science, and also about community health. Those are the silver linings at the moment in such a difficult period of time. But I hope that you are all well, that you are taking care of yourselves, and that you find my video entertaining. I know at the moment a lot of people are at home, and there are some of them that are taking care of their kids, or some others that are scratching their heads thinking what I'm gonna do next. So I hope that my video helps you a little bit with that, and I don't know, it just creates a little bit more of distraction from what's happening out there. So I hope you enjoy it. So here we go with the tips that I came up with after analyzing the whole situation that we are living on at the moment, and also how our minds might be working because boredom or just like lack of activities in our house. And I think that this will be great to just implement, and maybe a fun way to also spend time. And you can do, like, for example, if you have kids, if you have a big family, you can do that in a kind of group, and you can make the whole activity a 1 day or maybe half day task where you can entertain yourself. Tip number 1. I think it's important to go through your spring and summer wardrobe that will check what items you definitely want to keep, which ones you don't fancy anymore, you don't fancy wearing them, you think that they don't go with your style anymore, and which items you do like but sadly they don't fit anymore, or you change the shape of your body. And then my second tip is double check those items that don't fit anymore. I know that many of you, once you try something on and it doesn't fit, maybe it's too big, maybe needs to get altered in some way somehow, and you never adventured before to change these items or alter them yourself. I am telling you, this is the time to do it. This is the moment where you have time to educate yourself and learn new skills. And I think, in my humble opinion, learning how to alter your items, if you have a sewing machine and you want to dedicate time, that's gonna mean that in the future you are gonna be able to save money altering your items. It happens that you found a tutorial, you dusted off your sewing machine and you gave it a go. And once tip number 1 and number 2 have been completed, number 3 is go through your spring and summer wardrobe. See how it looks at the moment. See maybe what things do you think that you will need the most. You know your style better than anyone else. So for example, if you are a person that enjoys to wear a lot of skirts during the warmer months of the year, and you see that maybe you just only have 2 skirts because the other skirts that you had, they don't fit you anymore, and you weren't able to alter them to just make them go back to your wardrobe. So those are the things that you want to notice and that you want to be aware of that you need. And my tip number 4, don't let the internet decide what do you need. I think it's important for you to know very well What are the pieces that you are missing for your wardrobe? What are the things that you enjoy the most wearing during the warmer months? And then going straight forward for the things that you really need. I do understand the internet can be a very distracting place where a lot of pop-ups and a lot of advertisement came into your face and you didn't even ask for it. And I do understand that it's hard, and I think that's one thing that every single human that uses the internet struggles with. For you to not fall into that trend, into that pattern, you have to go to the internet when you are shopping with a mission in mind. Because if you don't know what you want, they are gonna tell you what do you need and what you want. And then you are gonna end up with things that you never thought that you could incorporate in your wardrobe. And you definitely won't be able to do it after, because you didn't need them, you didn't want them, you just got them. And my fifth tip, and I think one of them this is the most important tip that I have at the moment for you, is that instead of immerse yourself in the internet and things that you can buy just because you are at home and you are bored mentally and just physically, I think it's important to remember that if you are with your family, this is a great opportunity to share with them. And I know that the day-to-day in our routine sometimes makes us develop a very attached relationship with our electronic devices. But I think this is the time for you to disconnect and make sure that the activities that you are doing day to day are wholesome and you are gonna do them for your benefit. I think going online and buying nonsenseless and buying just because the sake of buying is not gonna lead to anything good. With all that being said, I want to wish you all the best for the future. I am 100% that we are gonna get out of this better and stronger. I beg you please to listen to your local or national governments. Just follow the restrictions that they have put in place to protect your life and others. That's really, really important if you want to make a difference and if we want to get out of this victorious. I am very happy and very glad that I have the opportunity and that I have the health to just come to you with a new video and being able to just pass on these messages and these tips that might be helpful in such a weird and in such an uncertain time for our lives. I thank you all for being watching, and I hope you are gonna be safe and sound. Thank you so much. Kisses, and I see you next. Bye.